As we head into Father's Day this weekend, this morning we are touching base with the father of the world's youngest Nobel Prize laureate. At 17 years old, Malala Yousafzai was awarded the prize after being shot point blank in the head by the Taliban, an act that, instead of silencing her, elevated her to the global stage. Instead of the girl who was shot, she became known as the girl who fought, both for her life and for the right to an education. But before the world knew her as Malala, our next guest simply knew her as his daughter, a passionate young woman advocating for change. Ziauddin Yousafzai is here this morning. He's sharing his family's journey. Such an honor to have you here in studio with us. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's an honor for me to be here. And I'm so happy that Raptors have won the game. So congratulations to everyone.
Oh, thank you so much for that. That means a lot. Let's talk about your daughter, an incredible young woman. You became known for being Malala's dad in a culture that didn't always make it a point of pride to have a daughter. The point of pride often came from having the sons. What was that like for you to be known as Malala's dad?
Yes, indeed. Like growing up in a very patriarchal family, I could notice the invisibility of girls and the absence of their identity. And that was the reason that I named my daughter after the legendary Afghan heroine Malala Yousafzai. And then I entered her name in the family tree. And the most important thing that I wanted to educate her, because none of my 5 sisters went to school, and they would have an entirely different life if they had been an opportunity to go to school. So this made me different, and I wanted that she should have her own identity, her own name. I did not know that once she was my daughter, and now I am her father. And really, looking to my childhood in that patriarchal context, it looks like quite an accomplishment.
It is incredible, but you also face some criticism. Some people say your choice might have made her a target. How do you feel about that criticism?
To be honest, I was raising her as an independent girl. And these things happened later in life, because when she was 12 years old, because we had a wonderful life in the Swat Valley, there was peace. And there were more than 50,000 girls in school. So that was the particular circumstances that changed my daughter from a normal student into an education campaigner. And that transformed me or changed me from a teacher into a fighter for the cause of education. So those particular circumstances, when girls' education was banned, more than 400 schools were bombed. So, people were like, the control of their life was taken by few bigot Taliban. That was the time that we had to speak, and in our home, like father, like daughter.
I love that.
That is how it happened.
It seems like an obvious choice on this side of the world, but you were raising her in a country that said she was not to be equal. You write, whenever anybody asks me how Malala became who she is, I've often used the response, ask me not what I did, but what I did not do. I did not clip her wings. It's an obvious choice here, but a brave choice where you were. How did you tackle those messages from all around her saying she was not worthy to be an equal?
I think in the society as a whole, girls' education was accepted and it was normal, but it was the special circumstances that were created by the Taliban who banned girls' education.
Yes.
So we should understand that. And really, I faced some criticism in the beginning, that she was very visible on media, speaking into different conferences, but I believed in her. And I fought against all those people who did not want her to be in the public eye. That was because I believed in her voice. And trust me, this one girl with a voice was more powerful than the bombs and guns of Taliban. And we brought peace back because of our activism. And education, I must say, education is the most powerful equalizer that brings change.
It was an incredible story to watch you not only not to draw back in fear once your daughter was targeted, but also to stand up and to continue your fight. Such an honor to have you here. Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure. Thank you so much.
The book is called Let Her Fly. We'll be right back.